And yes, if the war of words was already alarming, what happened next, it showed that military confrontation was still very much alive. Because while leaders exchanged warnings, the battlefield expanded once again. Let me ask you something. If one narrow stretch of water suddenly becomes unsafe, could it affect the price of petrol in your city? Could it affect inflation? Could it disrupt global trade? The answer is yes, and that place is called Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway is one of the world's most important shipping routes. Well, before the war, roughly one-fifth of globally traded oil and natural gas passes through it. That is why every military incident here it becomes international news. Well, according to the reports shared today, the United States carried out another round of military strike against the Iranian targets after an Iranian attack on a commercial vessel in the Strait of Hormuz. The US military said that it targeted missile sites, drone launch locations, ammunition depots, and communication facility. Washington said the objective was simple here. It was to reduce Iran's ability to threaten commercial shipping passing through the Strait of Hormuz. But Iran did not stay silent either. Reports say that Iran responded with attacks aimed at several Gulf countries that host the US military forces, including Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, and Oman. Well, missile alerts were reported in multiple Gulf states, while local authorities described interceptions and damage in some areas. But can you think about how serious that is? This is no longer just a confrontation between two nations. While the effects they are being felt across the Gulf, several nations are now facing security concern at the same time. Commercial shipping is under pressure, regional air defense systems are being activated, and the entire world is watching this narrow stretch of water. Why? Because if shipping slows down, oil supply could be affected. Well, if oil prices rise, transport becomes expensive, factories pay more, airlines pay more. In fact, food prices could increase. Inflation can return. So even if you are thousands of kilometers away from the Gulf, events there can still affect your daily life. And wait, that is why governments across the world are closely monitoring every single development in the Strait of Hormuz. Today, markets may appear calm. Tomorrow, one new military escalation could change everything. Well, imagine this. A funeral has just ended. The country is mourning. People are emotional. The world is watching every single move. And then a message appears, not a message asking for peace, but a message calling for talks, but a message promising revenge. Well, that's exactly what happened after the funeral of Iran's ex-supreme leader. For the very first time since the funeral, Mojtaba Khamenei, he spoke publicly. His message was short, but it immediately grabbed global attention. He said revenge was going to follow his father's death. His words quickly spread across TV channels, newspapers, social media. People immediately started asking, who exactly is Iran talking about? Who could be the target? Would Iran actually act on these warnings, or is this just psychological warfare? And then another development added fuel to the fire. A newspaper published photographs of several foreign leaders alongside Mojtaba Khamenei's statement. The publication included names such as the US President Donald Trump, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in fact, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, and several other Western leaders. Within minutes, the images spread like a wildfire. Supporters shared them, critics condemned them. Security experts began discussing what is this messaging all about. But here's something very, very important. Although Mojtaba Khamenei, he referred to a list of people, he did not publicly identify any name. And there was no indication that the newspaper's published list had official government approval. And that distinction, that matters because during conflicts, rumors, official statements, media reports, and political messaging often get mixed. Well, when emotions run high, even one newspaper graphic, it can become a global news. Now think about it. If world leaders start appearing in revenge-themed graphics, what message does that really send? Is it meant to intimidate? Is it meant to design to influence public opinion, or is it simply a display of political anger?